Hi, I'm Kaylee, and today I'm going to tell you about 4 genres that I don't read enough of. In case you didn't know, Books for MKs is a charity that donates books to missionary kids. If you want to donate to the kids, you can do so at GoFundMe.com. There's a link down in the description. There's a link right up here and a button at the end of this video where you can donate to the kids. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on that little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I definitely have my favorite genres, fantasy, talking to you, that I read a lot of, and other genres that I've sort of dipped my toe in the waters, but I don't read nearly enough from that genre. I actually did another video talking about why I don't read contemporary YA, and I will link that up here and down below. And the very first genre I'm going to talk about in this video is contemporary. I really don't read enough contemporary, and I would like to jump in and try out some more contemporary books. So I have 2 books that I definitely want to try out in this genre to sort of dip my toe in those waters. The first one is This Song Will Save Your Life. I have no clue what this is about, but I'm a musician, so anything about music already is attractive to me. I'm like, ooh, a book about music. I want that book. I already have this book on my Kindle, so it's definitely one that I want to try out. I think it would be good. Another one that I feel just sort of compelled to try is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Everybody talks about it. Everybody says how amazing it is. Everybody's in love with Fangirl. I guess I just have to try because I don't want to be left behind. So leave me a comment down below and let me know, are these 2, good choices for trying out in the contemporary genre? The next genre is sci-fi. I do like sci-fi, but I don't read a lot of sci-fi. I read like, one here, and then next year, I'll read one more sci-fi this year. It's kind of 1 or 2 a year maybe. So I'm not a complete noob when it comes to sci-fi, but I really don't read enough sci-fi. One of the sci-fi series that I really do love is the Ender's Game series by Orson Scott Card. I've read the first 2 books in the series, and now I need to read the 3rd book. So that is definitely on my TBR to continue with the Ender's Game series and finish those up and then go on to read more of Orson Scott Card because, hey, this is an author in this genre that I already know that I like. Another author in the sci-fi genre that I know that I like is Hugh Howey. I read Wool a couple of years ago, and now I really want to read another collection of his called Sand. So those are my 2 sci-fis that I really want to get to this year. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what other sci-fi should I be reading, something comparable to these 2 authors that you think that I would enjoy. And the 4th genre that I need to read more of is history. I actually really love history, and I don't know why I don't read more of just actual history or historical fiction. Somehow historical fiction just never really attracts me, but I would love to read more, not fiction, but history, nonfiction, A book that I've had my eye on for quite some time is The Countess and the Earl, Lady Catherine, the Earl, and the Real Downton Abbey. Yes, I got it. There's quite an interesting history behind the building and the family and everything that was used for the Downton Abbey show, So I'm kind of interested just to dive in and see, what is the amazing history behind things. Another historical book that I want to read is Fox's Book of Martyrs. This book is written by John Fox, and it's just what it sounds like. It's the real stories of Christian martyrs. My mom read this when she was a teenager, when she was a new Christian, when she had just been saved, and she said that it changed her life. It completely changed her perspective on Christianity and God and life, So that would be a really good one to read. So leave me a comment and recommend me some history books, not historical fiction, but actual history that you think would be really engaging and kind of dramatic and really interesting to sink my teeth into. So up till now, I've had 2 books for each genre to say, okay, these are the 2 books that I want to read in that genre to kind of help me to read more from that genre. And then I got to the 4th genre that I'm going to talk about today, biography. And the list got a little bit crazy. I started out with 2 books on this biography genre list, and it just sort of exploded. So I have 6 books on this list and a bunch more on my wish list and my TBR that I need to get to. I used to read a lot of biographies when I was a teenager because my parents would buy them for us. And so I was like, oh, here's a book, I'll just read that, you know. But I haven't really read that many biographies as an adult. So I'd really love to get back into reading biographies and memoirs and stuff. So the first one that I actually have on this list is not actually a biography, but it's a novel based on the life of Lucy Maud Montgomery, and it's called Maud. Lucy Maud Montgomery is one of my very favorite authors. She wrote Anne of Green Gables, and so I would love to read this one. Even if it was, you know, sort of fictionalized, I hope that some of it would be true. And the next one is not actually a biography either. It's The Simple Faith of Mr. Rogers, and it's more like kind of excerpts and commentary on his Christian faith. So it's not like this was what his life was like kind of biography. It's more a philosophical kind of thing, I guess. Okay, the next 4 really are biographies though. I want to read a Jane Austen biography by Claire Tomlin. Of course, I adore Jane Austen and I already know a little bit about her life, but I've never sat down and read an entire biography of her. The next one is The Life of Charlotte Bronte by Elizabeth Gaskell. You can probably tell that all of these biographies are biographies of authors. At least so far they are. I guess I just want to know about my favorite authors. I don't know. The next one is The Narnian, The Life of C.S. Lewis, another favorite author. I've actually read 2 other biographies of C.S. Lewis, but I don't know why, I just can't seem to get enough. I love C.S. Lewis, and every new biography that comes out, I just want to read it again. Another one is Wilkie Collins' A Brief Life. So Wilkie Collins is fast becoming one of my absolute favorite classic authors. He's very similar to Dickens. The more I read of Wilkie Collins's fictional works, the more I just fall in love with him. So I feel like my reading would really be enhanced by knowing something more about that author. Every single one of these books are biographies of authors, except for the Mr. Rogers one. Mr. Rogers is the only one that wasn't an author. Well, what can I say? I like to find out about my favorite authors. And those are the 4 genres that I do not read enough of. So leave a comment for me down below and let me know, do you have a genre that you don't read enough of? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.